Yes.
Perfect. Wonderful. Okay, so I am interviewing Kyotaro Miula from Minami Deutsch here on Drums in Front on KXSF Radio San Francisco. He's going to play with his band Minami Deutsch on October 31st at the chapel in San Francisco. And well, he's nice enough to let us interview him so we can talk a little bit to him about his band and other things. So, Kyotaro, I have read some interviews that you have given and also in your music, it's very clear that you have been influenced by 70s German crowd rock bands.
Yes.
What other influences or inspiration you get from other scenes besides the scenes or bands besides the crowd rock German thing?
Mm-hmm. So when I was young, I was a punk.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I like the punk, the post-punk also. And then like I was into more like noise music or like experimental,
Mm-hmm.
especially like New York punk,
Mm-hmm.
like no waves
Oh no,
scene.
with 70s, late 70s.
Yes, like I liked. And also, but at the time, like I listened to the crowd rock at the same time, but
Mm-hmm.
like I didn't understand so much actually when I was young. And then after then, I start to listen to black music like disco, more 70s soul, funk, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then I listen to jazz, free jazz, and then I listened to crowd rock again when I was 24 or 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And like I felt something like new,
Mm-hmm.
the from crowd rock.
Okay.
I didn't understand it when I was young, but like I felt something.
What is it that you didn't understand?
Like because I like the punk,
Mm-hmm.
so I needed more like energy or mm, like the BPM
Mm-hmm.
was not enough to me,
Yeah.
or like I totally didn't understand like the more like experimental things like ambient new age stuff. Like I felt very boring, you know.
And do you understand them now?
Yeah, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but in the beginning, like I think I needed to like learn study like music, like crowd rock is like more like deep things, deep stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very deep. So I needed the experience about the music.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you have mentioned a couple of things that are making me think about something. You have mentioned free jazz,
Mhm.
and of course, crowd rock is always present. One of the things that free jazz has in common with crowd rock is improvisation, and uh,
Mm. Yeah.
and
Free
and
jazz,
free. Mhm.
free jazz and crowd rock. What's the question?
No, he's just saying that similarities that it's improv.
Like similar.
Yeah, similar
Crowd,
with free jazz
and
and
crowd rock.
yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
With
So my question is, um, do you improvise when you play live?
Mhm.
And do you also improvise in the studio recordings that you put out with your records?
Yes. So about the show, our show, like we we have the improvisation parts in the songs usually. So we can enjoy we each the people like the guitarist, bassist, drums. Like sometimes we play the jamming. I mean not not in the songs, not in songs. I mean, how do you say? Like we usually have the improvisation parts in our songs, but sometimes we play like let jam, like not in our song.
Oh, so you mean you play other songs that are not yours, that is just improvisation?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay,
This is a little bit different,
Mhm.
because we have to go back to the song if there are the improvisation parts in songs.
Okay, yeah, I understand.
But,
And how have you noticed a difference in the audience? Have you noticed when you play something that it's improvised, something that they have not heard before, the audience, have you noticed a difference in the way they respond?
yeah, the
The audience
audience, the rest,
responding to your improv.
like they notice or not.
Yeah, or do you see them like being affected?
Ah, but we feel like usually audience don't know they
Don't know.
don't notice. I think there's some people know, of course.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's just that some bands, what they experience is that when they play things that the audience have not heard, sometimes they notice that the audience is not comfortable with them.
Ah,
So what I wonder is, what is your reaction when you feel like the audience is not that comfortable? If that happens, of course, what is your reaction?
so they just don't understand the music,
Yeah.
like no, like the people can change the way to enjoy, like for example, if the jamming is so boring one day, if the band has no idea, very boring jam, but the people audience can laugh or something, like the if you if your view change, like you can enjoy, like the band seems like no idea, or today very good, or
Mhm.
you
Yeah. I
like
mean, yeah, my point is that, I mean, I've heard your records and you are very good musicians, of course. What I meant with uncomfortable, I mean, is that some people in the audience, they always want the band to play the same thing.
oh,
And some musicians,
mm,
they don't care about that. They just offer what they have to offer. And other musicians, they rather give the audience what they want. So
mm.
I was just wondering, where were you in that spectrum?
ah but we play the like important parts
Mhm.
in our songs, so like that's why like we have the parts in our songs, the improvisation parts.
Mhm.
We go back, we come back always, so like it's fair, like if you're not comfortable, but we are coming back soon, and
Mhm.
then you will get comfortable again,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
we also enjoy that. That's a fair thing.
Okay. So you can be outside of a song and come back, and you can play with both things. And what are you working on now? Because the last LP that you released was, correct me if I'm wrong, 1 year ago?
No, 2022.
Okay, 22.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
And what are you working on now? Are you presenting new material when now?
Yes, we now like I was making the single, the 7-inch vinyl,
Mhm,
and then now I started to make the new album.
mhm.
Hmm.
And when will that be out, more or less?
Uh, next next spring, or
Mhm,
like March or April, if possible, like we want.
mhm.
Mm.
And is there going to be a difference between that new LP and your previous records?
Yeah, like I wanna try to get something new, of course.
Mhm,
So yeah, I always dig in the music a lot, and then I also like influenced by a lot of music.
mhm,
So yeah, and yeah, I wanna focus on the like the beats, rhythm, the drumming.
The drumming, yeah.
So I wanna put the percussion or something, the
Mhm,
new album, the new album, or like so. I mean, like I'm into the kinds, the beats,
mhm.
drum. Yeah.
Okay. I so you guys have been living in Berlin for a few years so far, right?
Not only me.
Only you. Okay.
Yeah. I've been living for 7 or 8 years.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah. And what's the main difference that you find in Berlin compared to other European cities and to Japan?
Compare with the Europe or Japan.
Both.
Both. Berlin, it's mm, at first like it's very cheap,
Mhm.
not very, but cheap. The compare with other countries,
Yeah.
Europe, and mm, also they're like international.
Mhm.
So mm, so you can it's easy to meet the friends like the
Mhm.
music artists.
Do you speak German?
No,
Mhm.
I gave up. I, I tried to go to the school, language school for 1 month or 2 months, like to get the visa, but I quit soon.
Okay. Okay. Um, so I also read an interview in an interview that uh, you and the other guys from the band mentioned about something that was very much transcendental, something that was very, some people would call it spiritual. For example, you talked about how music can help your inner vision, and that what happens outside is also what happens inside. And
Mm.
so what I wonder is, are you a Buddhist, or are you into any kind of religion?
For me, like personally, no, right? I I don't have any God. Mhm. Yeah. So, but the members, like the members, someone Mhm. are interested in more spiritual things.
Mhm. I think it was Taku Idemoto. Yeah, that he.
Yeah, yeah, the guy, the old guitarist,
Excuse me.
the old, like he's stopped. So the old guitarist.
The old guitarist. Yeah. So he was into that kind of thing.
Mhm. I feel so.
Yeah. Okay. And what are you? What? So I've noticed that Minami Deutsch is present in Bandcamp, and also in some digital music services. And in this moment, as you know, the underground music and middle ground also has been very affected by digital music, the digital music industry. What do you you know, because these corporations are it looks like they have been taking over. So what is your take on that? What do you think about all that?
About the digital.
You're referring to like a Spotify or Apple?
Yeah,
Those,
the streaming digital music services. Yeah.
yeah, what's your feeling about those platforms?
But now there are a lot of people who find the new music on Spotify or something. So it's helpful for the beginner band, new band. It's good things, but about money, not good. Like vinyl is better, record. Like digital, like not so much. So so like I mean like the digital platform, like you shouldn't expect the like money, more like the opportunity, you know. Let people know.
Yeah. Because there's no money there. There's no money to be made through the digital music services. What you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Of course. And what music are you listening to now, Kyotaro? What are you into now?
Like actually like lately, like I don't have time too much, but this summer I was listening wait, I forgot the name.
That happens to me all the time.
I like 80s Don Cherry, for example.
Oh, Don Cherry, the trumpet player.
86 or something. His stuff.
You're talking about Don Cherry, the jazz trumpet player?
Yeah.
Yeah, he also went experimental. Yeah.
Yes, like his works are very interesting, you know. Like always, each albums are very different styles.
Yeah.
And then especially like lately, like I'm into the 80s, Don Cherry. Or and I like the wait. I forgot her name. Wait a second. Shit. No. Tyler, talk. The Spanish, not Spanish.
You like Sessa, don't you? Sessa
Cesar.
from Brazil.
The Portuguese.
Yeah.
I like. But,
is it a Portuguese contemporary band?
not contemporary, right?
No.
Not psych.
No.
No.
Sessa?
I know. Cesar. Like Portuguese.
Yeah, from Brazil.
Yeah, like in the Brazil.
Yeah.
Okay, and what about new things? I imagine that you are still in touch with the music scenes in Japan, right?
We don't belong so much actually in Japan. Like this February, like we played in Tokyo, but since like we didn't play for 7 years or something. So I don't know, but it sold out in the Tokyo. It's good things. A lot of people came.
Are you asking if he's listening to any new Japanese artists?
Well, yeah, I was going to ask Kyotaro if about new bands or scenes in Japan that he knows of, and also about from Germany, since he's residing in Germany. Yeah, that's what I'm curious about.
Like actually, like I'm not interested in the now. Like I'm digging the music very, like
the past,
all the stuff, you know. So this I like her, like Lucrecia Dart.
is it Brazilian?
She's Argentina. No. Lucrecia. She's very talented. You don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so, and in Germany, you just said that you're not very this is Lucretia Dalt. Yeah, well, I've never heard about it, but I will look into it. And so you said that you're not in contact with the new scenes or bands in Germany too?
Yeah, like I really no interest actually, like for the young people, the new, because I don't wanna be influenced, you know. Like I wanna get something new from the old stuff. Because like for example, like if like today, like the like trap or drill is popular, you know, the hip hop.
Yeah.
Then if I influence and then change the micros and then like, it's so lame, you know. Like I don't wanna follow the young people, you know. I follow more like old stuff. And then I can arrange, and then I wanna make something new.
Of course, yeah, I understand. So we are interviewing Kyotaro Miula from Minami Deutsch. They are going to play at the chapel in San Francisco in October 31st. So, Kyotaro, thank you so much for the interview. Is there anything else that you would like to add?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you too.
Yeah, and he's asking, do you want to say anything else?
Come to our shows.